Hello, and thank you for joining us. My name is Beverly Abel, and I'm with the Economic Development Department with the City of Mesquite. And joining me today is Sonia Headley with Eastfield College. Sonia, could you tell us what your title is and what your mission is with Eastfield?
Hi, thank you for having me here. I am a program coordinator for Eastfield College in the Continuing Education Department. And some of the programs that I have are ESL, Teacher Assistant, and Small Business, which is what we're here to talk about today.
Absolutely. So could you tell us about some of those helpful educational opportunities for people who are in business and maybe retooling and reopening now?
We have a couple of different classes that are very short term. They're 8-hour courses. They're facilitated online. We have several different topics. One of our most popular ones is tax information for small business owners, which can sometimes be difficult to navigate. Yeah. We also have how to start a business for anyone that wants to start a brand new business. Also, how to fund your small business. It's important to figure out where you can get loans and grants and just different financing opportunities that you have, along with the all-important customer service, right? So as we start our small businesses, our customers are our priority. And so one of the things that we like to do is to give small business owners a small toolkit on how to start customer service and how to best serve those customers.
That is great. So many times people think it may just be about choosing a name and a location and getting a sign and opening the door, but there's so much more to it, isn't there?
There is.
You know, you were talking about people starting a new business, and contrary to what some people may think is times of a downturn in the economy are times when you see an influx of entrepreneurs. Can you tell me about services and classes available for people who are just getting started?
So all of our courses are introductory courses. One of the things that we want to do is present all of the moving parts of a small business. Like you mentioned, picking a name, that's something fun that we can do, and also just finding a place. But there are a lot of other components that you have within small business. And so one of the things that we like to do is break that down, how to create a business plan, how to do your customer service, and also funding is all important. There's a lot of loans and grants that small business owners can take advantage of. So we try to steer them in that direction to give them as much information as possible.
When you look at opening a business in its totality, it can be so intimidating, but it sounds like you really break things down in logical steps and help people kind of take that one step at a time to success.
Absolutely. Your business plan is essentially your blueprint for your business. And there are a lot of components in a business plan. So one of the things that we try to do is break that down into smaller pieces so that as you create your business plan and you're ready to take it to a bank or to take it to some sort of place that can help you with funding, then you already have the blueprint for your business, which is extremely important.
And I've got to think that a person with a great business plan, well thought out, is miles ahead of someone who just walks in with a great idea.
Absolutely, because you have to take that idea and you have to develop it into something that's a little bit more tangible. So it's great to have ideas, but sometimes what we need help with as small business owners is how to create that idea and to make it into a reality. So the business plan is always the first step that we try to teach our students. Because if they don't have a good plan to start, then things can get a little messy.
When I'm working with brand new entrepreneurs, I always say, be an expert in what you'll be doing. You don't have to be an expert in how to run a business. You can become an expert in how to run a business by using these various resources.
Everything is a learning experience. The difference is sometimes you learn by trial and error, which can be a little difficult.
And that can be painful.
And it can be painful, and sometimes it can be expensive. So it's good to come armed with a plan, have your great idea, and then figure out a way to make that into something realistic and specific and measurable, and something that you can build upon, sort of like a scaffolding.
You mentioned earlier that your classes are online right now. Mm-hmm. Can you explain that a little bit more for folks who are looking at classes?
Yes, absolutely. So now we are working in a virtual learning environment, and luckily we are an educational institution that happens to have the online teaching tools, which has been great. So we do have an online classroom where students would be doing some of their coursework and their learning, And in addition to that, we also have virtual tools where they can interact with the instructor and interact with other students. So it's not just staring at a computer screen and reading information. You actually get to speak to the subject matter expert, which is the instructor.
I love the non-traditional classes that you guys also offer for emerging entrepreneurs. Yes. You have a very special program at Eastfield. Could you kind of enlighten us about that?
Yes, so we have the Brewing Program at Eastfield. We have our courses online. There's the Journeyman Brewer, and then there's also Advanced Brewing Practices. Part of the component for that class, which is quite interesting, is that students get to do an internship at a local brewery. So they get to learn hands-on, and they get to figure out how to get all that good beer started. And then also they get to train with master brewers alongside them.
And that is a real specialization, and Eastfield is kind of unique to have that kind of facility too. A lot of people don't realize that's right here in Mesquite.
Yeah, they don't, and it's actually one of the first brewing programs in Texas. It's been around for quite a few years. Yeah. Our instructor is wonderful. He has worked for a lot of different breweries. He has a wonderful relationship with brewers, not only here in Texas, but in different areas of the country. So we're very lucky to have him.
We've talked a lot about the classes and even the non-traditional things. So what services are available at Eastfield for entrepreneurs?
We focus a lot on student services, so we want to ensure that our students have everything that they need in our transition to one college, because Eastfield College is part of the Dallas County Community College District. We are slowly moving towards one college, so all of the services that the district has are available to Eastfield students. In addition to some of the small business services like the Small Business Administration, we also have services for veterans. We have services for students that are low income. For example, we have a food pantry. We also provide mental health services, and we have a health center that students can take advantage of. And of course, you can't forget the library, which is a great resource of information. And so we have wonderful librarians that can help any small business or any entrepreneur to look and research into what it is that they want to start a business on.
Well, you have very valuable services across the board. My experience is especially with SBDC office and the SBA office in counseling businesses and helping with those business plans one-on-one. It's been a tremendous service to so many. And now if somebody's not interested in being an entrepreneur, but they do want to kind of retool their careers, do you have resources for those folks as well?
Oh yes, that is one of our specialties. We love career changes. We have several programs that take less than a year to complete. They're called certificate programs. So we're looking for short-term certificates where we are doing some job training and we're getting students ready to go out and work. We have allied health programs, teacher assistant program, also some of our industry and trades, for example, welding, HVAC. We have an automotive technician. We have quite a few, and really you can find most of them on our website. It really doesn't stop at Eastfield. It's anything that Dallas College is going to be offering, and that is a long, long list.
How is it that someone connects with Eastfield to find out more?
You can visit our website, eastfieldcollege.edu. There you can look at our continuing education section. You will find all of the information on there, different contact information for different program coordinators as we're divided based on program area. And you can email us at forcommunityed@dccct.edu.
Awesome. Well, there are so many ways, and I know people will see these catalogs all over town that tell about Eastfield and the classes you have too. So, Sonia, thank you so much for your time and the knowledge you've shared with us today. I know a lot of people have benefited from it, so thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And thank you for joining us today to hear from Sonia in Eastfield College. If you have a question, you can always email us at economicdevelopment@cityofmesquite.com. Thank you.